We are here with the Streamer Nexus podcast. This is episode number 4, and our timer's not working. Oh, man. I'm going to reset it.
Roger.
We got our good friend ZenyxGaming here with us today.
How we doing?
Zen, tell us a little about yourself.
So, I'm a bearded wonder, obviously, as most of you know. Well, my name's ZenyxGaming. People call me Zen, Zenyx, whatever you want. I've been streaming on Twitch for about a year and a half now. Variety streamer, mainly FPS games. Escape from Tarkov, Destiny 2. Play a little bit of World of Warcraft. You know, you've got your single player games, Skyrim and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm 25, getting old now. I feel it in my back every day. Getting older and older. Man, honestly, back pain. When you speak to older people and they say, wait till you get to 80, wait till you get to 25. Wait till you get to 25, because I tell you, that's when it starts, man. That's when it starts. Ooh. Damn, dude. But yeah, all is well.
I'm 28, and it's starting. It's getting bad.
No.
It's not good.
You should have started 3 years. You got 3 years on me.
I got 3 years grace before it starts coming in.
Damn, dude.
And then everybody's saying, wait till you hit 30, and then you get pain like everywhere. You just gradually break down like an old car.
Well, now you're saying my neck's starting to hurt a bit. My neck's starting to hurt.
Yeah, get your posture right, man. Don't slouch.
Yeah.
Oh,
like that. Man.
Oh, that's incredible. Dude, tell us about when you started streaming.
So, the story of me starting streaming, I used to be in a band, like a rock and roll band, touring in the UK. Wow, thanks to the world! And while I was on tour, because I didn't know Twitch existed. And I was watching some Witcher 3 stuff, and it was a streamer called Code Carnage. I'm sure a lot of people have heard of him. I was like, oh, this looks quite cool. And I started thinking about it more and more, and I wasn't really enjoying playing games at the time. And I thought, hey, let's make use of my PC a little bit. So I got all the equipment I needed. I was like, right, let's start this streaming thing. And from day one, I could already see myself. It's weird, like, I wouldn't sit down and play, for example, like 5 hours of The Witcher 3 on my own, but I'd happily sit down and stream 12 hours of it.
Oh, you know? Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy for me. Like, I find playing games on stream so much better. But yeah, I started streaming variety games. I think I started with like The Last of Us. And stuff like that, and growing Until Dawn was one of my favourites. I just honestly play what I like at the time. I very rarely stick to a game for longer than a couple of weeks.
That's true, man. That's solid advice too.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
You're playing stuff that you enjoy a lot, that you would sink a lot of hours into.
That for me, that's like the number one rule on Twitch. If you're not playing a game you enjoy, no one else is going to enjoy it. No one's going to enjoy it. You know,
it's going to feel like work, and you want it to feel like you're having fun. You want it to be like, it's playtime. All right.
Exactly, it's playtime. Exactly.
We'd like to welcome Mel here. Oh, Farmark just came in. Oh, he has a very legitimate question. Who is your favorite Brummie follower?
I'd probably say Dave from down the road. Yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. No idea who he is, but I'm sure he's great. He works at the fish and chip shop. He's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
Obviously, Mark.
Obviously. That's great. Okay, so why did you stream? I guess you kind of got into it a little bit.
Yeah,
but if there's any more to add,
like, I don't know. I always had the passion for gaming. I started losing it a little bit, And ever since I saw people doing it and connecting with people and, you know, making friends and that sort of thing, just, you know, I was like, wow, okay, because I didn't really have many friends at the time.
Oh, yeah.
So that was a great way, you know. I've met people that I wouldn't, like, if I met them in, like, Sticky, for example. I'm sure you know Sticky. Like, if we met each other on the street, because we just have so different lives, and you know, we just wouldn't have been friends. Whereas Twitch is, you know, I've met friends that I wouldn't normally normally be friends with, I guess. So yeah, that's what it's. That's why I started streaming. You know,
That is true. Yeah.
Meeting people, man. You know, like yourself, all the way over in America. You know.
Yeah. Who would think we would ever know each other, like, at all?
Right. We put our faces together and it just works.
Yeah.
Just
something about the.
I'm just gonna have to shave my mustache, aren't I? And we can just, like, every time we kiss, it's like a puzzle piece.
The puzzle. Just gotta connect that mustache.
Right, dude.
He just wanted somewhere to sing and dance, says Marcus.
Right. Whoa.
All right, dance off. Let's see. What are some of your favorite games to play?
Oh. Number one, you know what I'm going to say, Escape from Tarkov. Escape from Tarkov. Like, I absolutely love it. I love the atmosphere, the loot, the adrenaline rush that, you know, that you get. Games like World of Warcraft. Recently just got back into Destiny 2 and really having a lot of fun with that. Anything that's like loot based and you can upgrade and get do you know what, anything with damage numbers, and you've got me sold. I love those damage numbers. I don't know why, you know, it could be the worst game in the world, give me damage numbers, I'm Gucci. You know, Barbie doll dream house, damage numbers, number one game for me, you know.
Now, for the people that don't know, could you tell us what Escape from Tarkov is?
So, Escape from Tarkov is a realistic military shooter. It aims to be one of the most realistic shooters that you can play. The short story of it is you have gear. If you go into different raids on different maps, the aim of it is to kill other players. It's PvE versus P, so player versus environment versus player. You go in, get the loot, kill players, get their loot, extract. But the realistic side of it is that if you go in sort of fully kitted, you've got a nice M4, got big backpack, you know, you've got some armor that, you know, you don't want to lose on a nice day. Yeah. And you die. Tough luck, buddy, because it's gone. You know, it's that's the long and short of it. You know, you're just grinding to get better gear. There's quests, there's levels. There ain't no damage numbers though, and that's what annoys me.
They're missing out on that. Yeah,
they are.
We need those statistics, eh?
We do. I want to know if I'm doing 2 damage or 3 damage per bullet. You know.
Now, see, Auburn Abby asked kind of a variation on that question. She wanted to know your favorite game to play and your favorite game to stream. So there might be something you like to play off stream that you don't want to be on stream.
Ooh.
Yeah, top secret.
That's a tough question.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite games to play on stream is probably Fortnite.
Yeah.
Just like, if I have to look back from now, you know, all the way back, I'd probably say it was Fortnite, because I've had a lot of fun with that game. You know, I'm the world champion of it, as people know. WCWB, world champion, world best. You know, you know, me and my community have a lot of fun with it, and I'd probably say my favorite game to play off stream. That is a tough one. That is a very tough question.
You don't have like a secret game that you play offline that you don't tell anybody about?
I have a few.
You just click offline on stream and you load up like Dream Daddies or something. Just quickly.
That's a fantastic game.
Oh yeah. Or you can do another Doki Doki.
Do you know what? Actually, Doki Doki was my favorite game to play on stream. that's
was a
my favorite
riot.
game to play on stream. Yeah, I'd probably say off stream it would have to be Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
Just because I can get into that game for hours.
You could
and
hone
hours
in a little more, right?
Yeah,
Like without
yeah.
having to focus on chat and all the other things.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh man, thank you so much, guys, for the host. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Farmark, Mel, Marcus, and Lewis. Waza. All right, so some tough questions there. What do you think differentiates you as a streamer from other streamers?
Oh,
this is the lightning round.
Question week.
Yeah,
is it tough question week?
Yeah,
oh,
we're in double jeopardy right now.
That is a tough question. Honestly, when I boot up my stream, I am there just to have fun, and just play games. That's what I used to worry about what game I'm gonna play, and is people gonna like it and all that stuff. But I've sort of I think every streamer has that stage of oh, if I play this game, no one likes it. What's the point of playing it?
Yeah.
But I'm in the zone now where I'm just gonna play what I play, and have a good time singing, dancing, lip sync streams. I can do it all, baby.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like a lot of streamers will just pick a game that they don't particularly like, but they know it's gonna boost them up. But the problem with that is, as I said before, people are gonna know that they don't like that game. They haven't got the passion for it, so it's really a downside. As Mark says, energy. I've got so much energy.
Yes.
I could light a street on Christmas Day. Just,
Mark says he gets you killed asking questions.
Man, honestly, I'm sweating right now.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. So energy, playing games that are fun and that you enjoy.
Yeah. I think that's
those are things. Okay,
that's
cool.
the core of it.
Yeah.
I'm just there to just have fun and meet people that play games. I was playing Escape from Tarkov one night and I got killed. Obviously, if I'm not the best at that game yet.
Yeah.
By some guy, and he popped into my Twitch channel and said, "Hey," and now he's involved with my friends and my friends on Discord and private chats and stuff like that. So that's what I love.
That's
Just
cool.
being able to play what I want to play and not worry about who's going to show up or anything like that.
Yeah, you were able to make new friends and stuff, and he happened to be pretty good too. He had some pretty neat loot.
Yeah, dude. I was just getting carried. I'm going to admit that one. That's why I love Tarkov, because it's such a challenge.
I was like, how is this possible? I was sweating the whole time I was watching. I was like, how is this guy better? Can't be real. So how do you manage and maximize your presence on social media, things like Twitter, Discord, Instagram, whatever you may use?
For me, I've got to. I like to keep it clean. But you got to sort of. I don't feel like I do it well, in all honesty, because I work a lot, and then when I'm not working, I'm streaming. So my only tweets are really, "Hey, I'm going live," and that's about it. But I think the best thing someone can do is a lot of interaction. I see a lot of this follow for follow things on Twitter and Twitch, and that is that is the wrong thing to do, because it's what people say, it's empty follows. So you got to make sure you're doing everything efficiently, and making real connections with people, like yourself. We met and pop into each other's streams, and we have a real good connection, and the same with Mark and other Mark and things like that, where if you get yourself involved in, oh yeah, I'm going to follow you and 100 other people, You know, how can you really interact?
That doesn't
with,
really
with that
benefit
many people?
anybody.
Exactly, you know?
Because you're not going to remember those 100 people,
Exactly,
man.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you got to start slow.
Build.
Pop Fruity says he's a daddy. Oh my god.
Hey.
He's pretty hot. Yeah.
Call me that one time and woof, I'll tell you what. You won't regret it.
Whoa, man. Yeah, that's really cool. Not doing the follow for follow stuff.
Yeah. I see a lot of people doing it, and it's just, I feel like it's a waste of time. Honestly, you know.
I like to see the actual support, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I love streaming X's. I think that, you know, I've been in a few communities in the past, and it's all just, or you follow someone and then they send you a, you know, what is it, automated Twitter message.
No.
And it's like,
No.
hey, I don't know you, but come check out my channel. It's like, I'd rather, you know, and that's why, and that's why I that's why I love this community, because I feel like in this community I actually know everyone.
Yeah.
There's obviously a few people I haven't connected with yet, and hopefully when work eventually dies down, I'll be able to, you know, pop into streams a lot more. But, you know, I feel that every person in this community just wants to have fun and hang out and meet new people. It's great. You know, I've been part of teams before where it's like 30,000 people.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, well, who are you? And who are you? And why am I going to follow you? Do you know what I mean? I think it's very, I love this community.
You kind of need reasons to, like, follow people. You need to, like, see that they're friendly or that they're compatible with your type of attitude or your stream or your gaming. You know, you got to find people that are somewhat similar. You know, we have a lot of differences between a lot of us and time zones in between us that make us incompatible, but the things that we do share is, which, like, the positive energy, the friendliness, the fact that we're just here to play games. We're not like, hey, why haven't you followed me yet so I can get famous, Zen? Like, why am I not famous? I've got all the overlays.
Right.
We had a real big discussion on that this week, so I'm going to throw you a hardball question.
Okay.
We had talked with numerous people about growth in streaming, and I guess one of the main things was, like, you know, they had everything. They had the stream deck, they had the overlays, they had the bots, you know, they had everything. They had the nice game and the footage. Everything looks great. They look like they're a partnered streamer, and they're like, why am I streaming for nobody? Like, I deserve viewers. Like, why are they not here? And this is obviously from new, you know, maybe sort of younger streamers that are getting started. You know, so I don't want to be, like, rude, but I think maybe there's a response there that could be a criticism or a little bit of advice.
I feel like I am knowledgeable about this. Number one, if you go into streaming expecting viewers and whatever, you're going to be disappointed. You are. If you go into streaming with the attitude of, I'm going to sit here for 10 hours on my own, and that one person comes in, you know, and that's amazing. You know, you could have the best looking stream. You could have whatever. It doesn't matter. You've got to be at the right place at the right time. I could give you so many tips that could get you from, you know, 0 to 20 viewers like that. You know, you've got to maximize what you got. You know, first thing, you've got to choose the right game. You know, so Skyrim, for example, one of the biggest games of the past couple of years. You know, not many people play it. Number 2 is a stream title. If you put your stream title playing Skyrim as just chilling, and that's it, you know, that's not going to entice people. That's not going to entice people in. But if you put your stream title as new player, come and help me learn, tips and advice, welcome, which, hey, I've done in the past.
You've done it, yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, people will be like, oh, okay, let's, you know, and then people are going to start talking within that, and you're going to build your community, and people are going to remember, oh, that was the guy from, you know, last night, and oh, you're back watching him as well, and, you know, you gotta really do it efficiently. You know, you got to have the right title. You got to have the right the game. But obviously, you don't want to be playing a game you don't enjoy. There's no point you sat down watching playing Skyrim. You going, I fucking hate dragons. Hate dragons. You know, swords, can't stand them. You know. But if you, for example, if you were a new streamer and you started playing World of Warcraft, for example, the hard news is that you're not really gonna gain anyone, because the game is so big and there's 50,000 people playing it. You know, same with Fortnite. So if the best advice I can give, which is kind of, I don't like giving this advice because it seems like I'm cheating the system. Yeah. But it is a system. Yeah. And you can cheat the system. You know. You've really got to, if you want to make it big on Twitch, you've got to do them things. I unfortunately did them, and then I like had a break of Twitch and thought to myself, I kind of feel like I'm cheating the system, and I got to a point where I'm like, I'm not really playing a game I really enjoy right now, you know, and yeah, that changed my sort of aspect on it, you know. But that's the best advice I can give for if you were a new streamer. And, you want to find yourself a community, find them games that not many people play, but big games. Skyrim, Fallout, Dark Souls, Bloodborne, all them big games that not many people can, so people can find you.
That's key.
Just don't go in expecting, because you're going to be disappointed, you know.
I think that's kind of how we all start, and like you said, we hit a point where it's like we kind of wake up and we're like, oh shit, maybe I should just do what I like, and people will come. They will find you, if you're a good person, and if you're, really entertaining, and you're talking, and you're streaming this game, and you're having fun, and people see that, they can't resist. Want to join in. But if you're having like a shitty time, and you're crying or screaming, or your toxic attitude or something, that might do the reverse. I don't know. Sometimes people like anger, though. So sometimes people go nuts when I get angry, and they're like, they love it. Yeah. They're like, play some more Crucible, Aaron. I'm like, no, I don't. I have too many breakables within like 3 feet. That the stream wouldn't happen anymore. Yeah. Mark says build friendships and don't always be looking for something from other people.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. You can't. If you want to follow someone on Twitch, and for example, and you're always in their stream, you can't expect them to always be in your stream and follow back, because they just might not like your content. This is going to sound really weird, right? But I've been thinking about this. If I was a viewer watching my stream, I would not watch me. I would not watch me, for the simple fact of when I'm watching streams, I like to have them in the background, just so I can hear, I can lurk. Some of my favourite streamers, Code Carnage, because he just plays a game, he gets on with it, he talks about the game. Doc Holland is also one of my favourite streamers, because I can just lurk. Where if I was a viewer in my own channel, I couldn't keep up. So that's a really weird one for me,
Well, I'll tell you something tough. Was when I found your stream, I've been watching Baggers for like, I don't know, maybe a month or two. And he rated you, and you were playing Fortnite, and you did the whipped cream all over your face when you won. You just screaming.
I've done some crazy stuff.
And I was like, this guy is a nata. He's a straight nata.
He's a nata.
And I was like, I don't like this guy. That was my first impression. I was like, this guy's loud. I don't like his thing one bit. And then, I kept watching, and then I was like, okay, there's more to this guy. He's dancing, he's singing, I don't know. Some pop song came on, like some R&B thing, and you started dancing. I was like, okay, it's getting better now. He's a little crazy, he's a little loud, but it's there's more to him than what you see at the surface. So, I mean, maybe if you're looking for a chill stream at first, you're like, oh, no. But really, in the end, Zen's a little bit of everything. It's tough to keep up with, but...
I am. One day I could be stripping, singing Iggy Azalea, rapping it. The next day it would just be Okay, there's a guy to my left, east. You know.
Yes, that's the 2 degrees of Zen right there.
It is.
So yeah, that was really exciting. Let's see. Let's go on to the next one. So we've kind of dipped into this a little bit, but what are some of the key aspects and features of a good stream, in your opinion?
Okay. So you got to have the good quality video. You got people are there to watch you. And if they can't see the screen, it's all blurry. Then that is obviously not a good thing. But you got to stream with what you have. I think having a stream deck and all these nice things, it's not really necessary. I don't have a stream deck.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it will help you stream. It's a functionality that you can just touch your finger instead of changing screens and that and all sort of stuff. You got to have a nice stream title. You got for me, I don't like having a massive overlay on screen.
Mm-hmm.
I like to watch a stream. I like to watch a stream that is quite nice and compact. So the main focus is the game, then everything to the side is a bonus. You don't want them things coming in and distracting. Especially if you're playing like a story game or like Skyrim. I'm probably going to use that as a big example. But yeah, you got to do what you can with what you have, basically. If you haven't got a lot, then oh well. But I think video quality is number one. You've got an interactive streamer. You've got if someone pops in and says, "Hey, how are you doing, man?" First time, and you just go, "Yo, like,
who are you talking to?" Like, you
right?
didn't even say the name of the person,
Right.
Right.
But if I'm like, "Oh, hey, Pot3, how you doing today? Hope you well. That's a bit of interaction. That person's gonna be like, "Oh, right, okay." So yeah, just good video quality. Make sure you're interactive, you're speaking, you're acknowledging people. I think that's the main thing, really.
Honestly, if you can do that, you don't need some of the big fancy stuff. You can still stream from console and put on a good stream.
Without a doubt.
And if you can get a camera, I think cameras are pretty important. It can help.
It does help. It does help.
You can still put on a good stream without a camera, but people do want to see you. They really do want to know who they're talking to.
Exactly. They want to feel like there's they're talking to someone else and there's someone else there.
Mm-hmm.
But as you said, you can put a good show without a camera, and some people do that.
Absolutely. Hodor is here, and he has a question for you guys. How do you respond to people that are mean to you and your viewers?
Okay.
He came in swinging, man. He didn't even say hi. He's just like, "Hey,
boom,
take this."
Take this, baby. Okay, so there's 2 ways. Now, I've been on both. I've been on both sides of the scale. Luckily I've quite a few mods that are regularly there, so they just sort of deal with that. But if I'm on my own, I'll just call them out, say, "Hey, not cool," and if they do it again, just straight away ban. I'm not, I know this is going to sound, I don't know, I feel like it's going to sound bad, but I don't care that I lose a viewer if they're going to be toxic. But there has been a few times where I've called someone out and just been like, "Oi, you,"
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's your stream. You've got to rule the roost. You've got to take control. And if you don't like what someone's doing, ban them.
Yeah.
Because even if you're worried about losing like that one viewer, for example, if 4 viewers come in and that one viewer's being toxic, then 4 viewers are gone. They ain't gonna.
Yeah.
So, oh god, what an itchy beard.
And it could set an example too. Like if you let a lot of toxic in, then the floodgates open, and before you know it, all your viewers are toxic because
Yes.
it's just like a
They're gonna think it's
infection or
okay.
something, you know. Yeah.
And just to reiterate that, another point on that is make sure that you set rules as well. You know, even if it's in your panels or when people first go to chat, you know, the little chat will pop up. You know, make sure you got something in there that sometimes helps, but you know, it's just a little added protection, if you will.
Yeah, I think if you can try to like inform them, you know, be like, "Hey, we don't do that around here," and you might be able to turn them around. And if they're if they're a real dirtbag, then you're out. But it's kind of cool to give them a chance. So I'm a little more lenient than I used to be. Right away, I'd usually just ban people. But there are some things that are just like, no, you're insta banned, like you're out. You know, there's no coming back from certain things that can be said. Maybe. I would say.
Agreed.
Let's see. Pop Fruity is loving the chest. Definitely.
Wow. Hey, what can I say, baby? What can I say?
Oh, there we go.
Hey, it's all the way from the top, all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. I got to get that out there. I'm sorry. I got it. Sorry.
Second question: do you want to stream full time or just have it as a hobby?
Full time, like.
Yeah.
Waking up every morning, you know, jumping on my computer, playing games, having fun, meeting new people, hanging out with my friends, other than going to work and stack boxes on a shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
I guess I'll take that.
I'm working, be working. But yeah, I'd love to stream full time. You know, there's a point where I thought I was going to be able to do it. But then I I took a step back and go, am I actually doing what I was doing? Because I felt bad because I used to have I'm not saying, you know, people that do, like, basically I don't like having a sub goal on my stream.
Right.
Because I feel like I'm inadvertently asking someone to sub.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel. I feel guilty. You know, I don't mind that, you know, people have sub goals. You know, I think it's a cool incentive, and you know, you have the big boss, and I love that. But just for me, I don't know. I always have that thing in the back of my mind. I just feel a little bit guilty.
Yeah.
So you know, I changed a lot of things. So I had like a 2-week break in January. I just changed a lot of things. I came in with a new direction, and I'm glad I did. You know, I'm having a lot of fun and just hanging out with my friends, really.
Because right now, I feel like subs are like a privilege. It's like I'm not begging you or asking you for it, but it's like, wow, if you want to do that for me, like, go ahead, and I'll congratulate you for that. But I won't be like, oh no, now you owe me. Now you gotta do it all the time. Like, I'm watching you. You better come back now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, to each their own. I've seen people with, you know, goals all over the screen and advertisements, and I'm sponsored by this and that, and you know, to each their own. But I like a modest stream as well, with just minimal information, focus on the game, focus on the person. I like to see who's playing, and I like to interact with them a lot. That's a big thing for me. For sure. Where did your Twitch name come from? Yeah, Holder, you got some good. You came up with better questions than me right now. Like,
right, Holder, do you wanna jump in?
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, this is your show now. Like,
that is a good question, you know. So, funny one. So my Xbox Live name used to be Virginator 3000. It wasn't true. But anyway, obviously I said I used to be in a band, and I used to have this like MIDI controller, and it was spelled Xenyx, like Zenyx, and I was looking for a new Xbox Live name. And I was like, oh, I'll just use that. And then it sort of grew. I was like, Zenyx, I want to change the X to a Z, and yeah, so it was just me having a really stupid Xbox Live name, something right next to me, boom.
So it could have been Virginator Gaming.
It could have been Virginator.
Had you not
Gaming.
had that epiphany?
Yeah, I had another Xbox tag. It was Winklepecker. I don't know. Pecking those winkles.
Oh my gosh, that is, yep, iconic is the word. That's absolutely right. So how do you believe you can best impact the community in a positive way?
Being, I say being yourself, obviously. Making sure and just interacting with people. People. I noticed that a lot of people will raid and host other people from streaming Nexus. I absolutely adore that. But making sure that you're being, a positive member of the community when you go into that channel. I think the biggest thing is when you go over to someone's channel, it's almost like you're the teacher and you've got to keep your kids in check. Making sure that they're not rude. Say I hosted you, making sure that no one from my stream was rude to you, and because that's going to look bad on me, and then that's going to have a negative impact in the community because you're going to be like, oh, Hodor, when you get a raid from Zenyx, just be careful, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, do you know what I mean? So just making sure that everyone, when you host, making sure everyone comes over nice. And again, interaction for me. If someone comes into your chat from Stream Nexus and says, "Hey, make sure you're interacting back,"
That's a good idea.
Yeah, like I'm really bad for interaction, like with Twitter and the Discord, just because like I'll wake up, I'll grab a shower, go to work, I'll come home, I'll stream, I'll finish stream, I'll go to bed, and just work's been so crazy. That like I'm probably the worst person in streaming Nexus for interacting. Like honestly, like Mark sent me a message like a week ago, and like I replied like 2 days later. I was like, "Oh, sorry, man, I've only just seen this." Do you know what I mean? I was like, "Ah," do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think just being nice. Just don't be a dick.
It goes a long way. Yeah,
it does. Yeah.
That will get you places. Hodor says, what is the first game you're going to show your kids if you want kids?
I love how Mark says Tarkov. The first game, I think... Dark Souls.
Ooh.
Dark Souls.
You want them to just hate it.
Yeah.
Right away.
Because they know if they mess about or do something naughty, they got to complete a Dark Souls before they can get off the step. Okay? For real though, probably Destiny, because Destiny 1 for me was just absolutely amazing. I just loved everything in it.
I feel like I'd have to put them through the basics first. I'd have to make them appreciate really shitty 8-bit games first, and go through what I had to live through, and then get to where I am.
See, I never did any of that, I started back in, I had like Mickey Mouse on PS1 and Tiger Woods PGA Tour like 2006 or something.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I got into like Tony Hawk's and then I didn't really get into gaming until Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. I think that's when I was like, oh yeah, I like this. I'm going to do this a bit more.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, I like this feeling. It's nice.
Destiny is a solid choice. I feel like you could live on that. And learn quite a bit about gaming and socializing as well, because it does require a little bit of social.
That's the one, yeah, that's the one. I feel like the games like that can really include people that can't get out of the house for whatever reason, and as well as Twitch. I think Twitch is a great thing for someone with like anxiety, or they can't leave the house, for example. Because they still get to socialise with real people in a channel, or if they're streaming themselves with cam or with a cam, is great. If I have a day where I'm not streaming and I don't really have anyone to talk to or hang out, I'll just jump in someone's stream and it's even if it's 5 or 10 minutes, that's interacting with someone throughout the day. That's what I love Twitch. Yeah.
That's an interesting perspective. I haven't heard that yet.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Make him play the Destiny 2 release version. Oh, wow. Yeah, I got an unpatched version right here. Just for my kids.
Yeah, what you got to do is you got to make him play Destiny 1 Taken King. And then Destiny 2 release vanilla.
Ugh.
I think they ain't want to be your kid no more.
Yeah. put themselves up for adoption after that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What are some changes you would like to make in the gaming world and in streaming as in general as well?
This is tough question week. That's what this is. This is tough question.
I gave the easy ones to everyone else, you know.
I know. I feel quite hurt. What changes would I like to make? Everyone just stop being so toxic. You know, just we're all lovers of games. You know, that's what we're here to do. We're here to just play a game, interact, socialise. You know, there's no point for hate. You know, there's no point. You know, oh, I killed you. You're gonna call me a naughty word. You know, it's just a video game. You know, I think people sometimes forget that it literally is you sat down and you're playing something fictional, and it's not real. You know, I killed you in real life. You know, and yeah, just stop being dicks. You know, that's what I'd love to see. You know, just everyone just get along. I think everyone would enjoy games more. Like, one of the most toxic communities I've ever come across is Overwatch. Like, and it has made me stop playing that game.
Oof.
You know, I used to absolutely adore it.
Yeah.
But, you know, when you go into a comp match and someone's telling you to, you know, jump out the window, put it lightly, and you don't want to go and play that game. And, you know, I've got quite a thick skin, so I can take a lot, but there's only so much you can take before I ain't gonna play this game.
Yeah, and people with more fragile constitution could take that very seriously.
Exactly.
So that's dangerous. You don't want communities like that.
No, you don't.
What is your?
But it is.
Well, that's go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say in Overwatch, which I actually really like what they've done, is that they've introduced a system where you know, if you're a good player, then you can get like commendations or something like that. So it teaches you it makes you not be toxic.
Yeah.
But the fact that they have to implement that in the community,
it says a lot.
It says a lot. It says a lot. You know.
Now say something nice about everyone on your team. Quit downvoting them. I see you doing that.
Right? Oh, my days.
Oh, man. What is your least favorite game? I guess we haven't thought about that. Like,
my least favorite game? Like, a game that I've just picked up and just didn't like?
Maybe, yeah. I mean...
Oh, I don't know.
Or what's something you see someone streaming and you're just like, oh, and you just don't like it, and you're like, I can't watch this. This is garbage.
Let me just quickly look at Twitch.
Yeah, right. What's the top streaming game?
Top streamer, you know, he's gonna be Fortnite.
Right.
I don't think I could ever do VR chat. Like,
okay, yeah.
I don't think I could ever do it. No. I'll tell you a funny story actually. My favourite but worst game was Dark Souls 1. So okay. I went out and bought Dark Souls 1. Did you even install it back on the 360 days, or was it just play? I can't remember.
Some games maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I started playing Dark Souls 1. Got to the first bit with a boulder rolls down. Narrowly avoided that. Went up. One shot by the skeleton. Took the disc out. Took it back to game and got a refund. No, I absolutely hate this. Don't like it. Next day, my friend's like, no, give it a chance. Give it a chance. Went back, bought it again. Mind you, that like, you know, it was a day later. The same guy was like, but you've just refunded. So he probably thought I've done something dodgy to the disc. I refunded or something. I took it back and I absolutely loved it. So I know I've bended the question. Do you know what, Mel? Yeah, Sims. I can't stand that game. I cannot stand it. I cannot. Yeah, I take. Just cut that 5 minutes of rambling about Dark Souls out. Just put the Sims.
The Sims.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is difficult. Sim says, I remember getting kicked out of a guild in Star Wars because I was trying to learn all 3 play types: tank, heals, and DPS.
Wow.
Yeah, how dare you try to
That's
learn
some
how to play
commitment.
different characters in Overwatch. But I guess you shouldn't go into comp, like, oh, I'm going to try new characters. This will be fun,
What did you knock over?
My little canteen, yeah.
Oh.
You should know what you're doing, I guess, maybe, when you go into certain modes, maybe. But, man, if the community's, like, so toxic that you go into, like, your first Rainbow Six game and you're picking your character and they're like, oh, no, you picked that guy? Oh, you're out. And then, like, everybody kicks you from the team, or they downvote you, or they report you, or something, or their team kill you, things like that.
Rainbow Six has actually got quite a nice community. I haven't found anyone toxic in there, actually.
Yeah.
Which was quite a surprise.
Yeah. You would think with such a serious, like, really competitive game.
Yeah, right?
I've seen some people team kill, though, if you get recruit, like, they'll just kill you. That's on Xbox. Maybe the PC players are a little more polite,
Yeah.
Maybe we got, like, the 13-year-old boys on Xbox, or like, I fuck your mother last night. Oh! And there's... I was like, there's a lot of 13-year-old boys that have done that, apparently. Oof.
My mum's been through some tough times. Apparently so.
Yeah.
I mean, are you even a gamer if your mother hasn't been round the block? Supposedly,
I guess, yeah.
Call of Duty was the worst back in the day,
So yeah, that's another question that we have. A streamer that you really look up to.
Ooh, a streamer that I look up to. I would say my friend Doc Holland.
Yeah.
I would. He took a really long break from streaming, and he came back with this amazing attitude. Same attitude that I'm applying. You just play what you want to play. If you want to play Destiny 2, but no one likes it and you're not getting any viewers, just still play Destiny 2 because that's what you want to play. And don't just play games just for views, or because you're gonna get 5 subs or anything like that. Play a game because you just want to, and that's the mentality he has, and I absolutely. He's such a great guy. He's a great streamer. He interacts with people. He's smart. He knows how to handle conversation. He's got it all, and he's such a great guy. He's such a great guy.
I like
and
that.
If you haven't, I suggest. I think he's part of Streaming Nexus now as well.
Oh no, we need to
Oh, okay.
We probably need to get him in.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's a great guy.
Doc Holland.
Doc Holland. Yeah. Superb guy. It's D and then zeros.
Oh, it's D0C?
Yeah.
Is the Holland, the Owen Holland a 0 too?
No, that's just the normal O.
Okay. We'll give him a little... I don't know if that link's clickable.
Can't click it. I think you missed the slash.
Yeah, let's try that again. There we go. Mark says,
baby.
I've never played anything I hate. And if I'm not enjoying it, why would I? Yeah.
That's exactly,
valid. I think I really pushed myself going through Resident Evil 7. There were some moments that I was raging, and I fully started hating the game and some of the boss fights. I had a really tough time, and it was highly entertaining. Like, everybody still seemed to enjoy it, but like at some points there were cracks in the screen, and people were like, "Oh, it's starting to show. Aaron's not having fun anymore." He's
Like, did you complete it?
Yeah, I ended up completing it, and I enjoyed it when I completed it. Like, I felt a little better, but I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna play that. Like, I don't always have the joy.
It's not got any replayability really, but it was one of my favourite games to stream actually.
It was a good game to stream, absolutely, because the jump scares got me. Everything was really fun. It was intense. Yeah, we had a great time. I mean, You know. Do you think video games are bad for young kids? Ooh.
Well, that is a good question, because I was like, funny enough, I was reading an article in the newspaper this morning when I was putting them out at work, that some kid who is addicted to Fortnite, he headbutted his mother because he didn't want to get off Fortnite. You know, he's been playing it, addicted and stuff like that. But I don't think that's video games' fault. I think, you know, parents have got to have that control. It's got to be in moderation. You know, it's just fictional, and you know, some people, you know, will unfortunately see things in a video game and want to do it in real life for whatever reason. But that's like with anything. You know, TV. You know, it's a movie. You know, they like, you know, if you want to be Predator out of Alien versus Predator in a movie, you're gonna go out and do it. Or, you know, that was a really bad example, but you know, I think if video games, I don't think are bad. It's just the person mentality that are playing it. If they you know,
it's the people and maybe the parenting even. You could
I mean, you got to limit. You got to have
you have to be
a
active.
bit of a backbone. Yeah.
God, but a headbutt though, that is. Oof.
Yeah, man. He's been playing.
If I did that, like, Dad would come over and just like, wouldn't be a spanking. It would be like, you done messed up now, kid.
Some move out of Tekken.
Oh yeah, some of that. Whew.
Right.
That is, absolutely. Let's see. Next question we got here. What is something you would like to see the community accomplish?
That's a good question. I think, honestly, just keep doing what it's doing. You know, I absolutely love this community, because there's a lot of communities out there that, you know, just recruit, and it's only, it comes down to just that one person. You know, the head leader of it. You know, they're just doing it to get them partnered or whatever. What I love about this community is that everyone's in it to help everyone. They've all started streaming for the same reason. Yeah. You know, to make friends and to grow together and, you know, meet new people. And as I said to you, you know, I wouldn't have known you, and I wouldn't have known other people in the community. It's just great. I mean, you know, we're not recruiting people at like a, you know, we're being sensible about who we're recruiting. I was having a conversation with Mark, and he was saying about, you know, making sure we watch the stream, we you know, make sure that they're not toxic and that sort of thing. And that actually brings up a point about you know, I think a point we were making earlier, but about, you know, hosting people, you know, about growing your channel. You know, make sure you know who you're hosting. You have a quick 5-minute look, you know, because you don't want to host a channel and just looks bad on you. You know. Yeah. You go over and host. Yeah, I think this community is doing a great job. I think you and yourself, you and yourself, you're two people. You and.
You gotta give Mark some credit here. Yeah.
Yeah. You and Mark are doing a fantastic job. You know, I love these weekly podcasts. I think they're absolutely great. Maybe we could, you know, do a weekly community game night or something like that.
I would love that.
Obviously, it'd be hard with jobs and stuff like that. But, you know, maybe have a vote on the best time for people. Some people have to make it, whatever. But, you know, going forward, I can see this community growing. You know, getting some really nice people, and, you know, it's just a great community to be part of.
Yeah, right now we're right about 50, and we've pretty much like softly closed the invitations, but we are, you know, writing some names down, saying like, when we recruit next, you know, these are some of the guys that'll be on the list, and we'll start looking into them. But right now it's all about growth. It's all about It's all about unity. It's all about getting everybody to know each other and help each other. I don't want people to, you know, I want to give us maybe a couple of months to get to know each other. I don't want anybody in this group to not know somebody else in this group. Yeah.
Agreed. No, I think we've got a. I think there's a really, you said 50 members. I think it's good
Yeah.
quality as well. We're all nice people. We want the same things, and it's just a good quality 50.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a good number.
As I said, you and Marcus have done a phenomenal job. So big round of applause to you guys.
Soft, like friendly people. A low number like that is nice when they're all friendly, because you can have 1,000 assholes, but it's better to have like 50 friendly people. Like
Exactly. Yeah,
you can get so much more mileage out of those 50 people than you could out of the 1,000.
Quality over quantity.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to pursue the community type stuff, and I'd definitely like to see like other people in the group, maybe people that would, I know this is rough, but like take a night off your own stream, come stream on this channel and do a community thing with lots of people.
Yeah, man.
And just,
that would be a good
and
idea.
I mean, I would do it too. I gladly, I mean, I got the channel right here. I could do it anytime, but I want it to be worth it, and I don't want it to be like, oh, it's benefiting me, ha ha ha.
Yeah. There's a lot of community. I've been in a lot of communities like that, that make it seem like, it's, oh yeah, we help you grow, we do this, we help you do that, and it's like, no, you don't. You literally don't.
Because like right now, the podcast, it kind of seems like it's all about me because I'm always here every week. But it's really all about you. Honestly. I'm just here to facilitate. I want you talking the whole time. I just need to chime in every now and then, or like if I think of something that might provoke further discussion. There we go.
Yeah. But you're great host, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Humble to be. I'm humble to be here.
Dude, this has been absolutely
very nice.
Amazing. So yeah, I think we can have other content even on this channel. Things like community game nights, like doing movie nights and just all sorts of things. We can do giveaways within the group, and we can have people. Jill was talking about this last week, like sort of submit a photo of your pet and tell us your favorite pet story, and then we'll pick somebody and they get the giveaway. Or it's like, tell us about your favorite video game, and whoever has the best story about their favorite video game. Like all these different types of things you could do instead of just randomly picking people. I'd really like to be able to like give a spotlight, a bunch of giveaway stuff, have a bunch of codes for you to give out on stream. It would be really cool someday to be able to do something like that.
Yeah, I think it's heading in the right direction. Like, I really, the reason as I said, I've been in a few, and the reason I joined Zenyx is one, because everyone's really cool, and two, I really see this community going somewhere, and meeting new people, meeting new friends. That's what people that I wouldn't have met and that I wouldn't have like normally socialized in the real world. Like my group of friends would, interacting with their group of friends or whatever, and that's what I love Twitch, and that's why I love it.
Yeah, I kind of lost my train of thought, but what I tell people is when they're like, "Oh, well, what makes this group so great?" Well, it's like, yeah, it's the friendly people and all that stuff, but I mean, how often do you have the chance to get in on the ground floor of something like this? Like, if you had gotten in on like Team MZ when it was brand new or something, if you had gotten in and it was like just you and MZ and you took her all the way to the top, it was like, it would be amazing. But obviously that seems to be, to me, it seems to be a group that's all about one person. It may not be. I feel like they support their members really well. I don't want to pick on them. But I feel like if we're able to start this and we gradually build, and what if it becomes something big, that's fine. But I want it to be like a controlled big. Manageable. I don't want it to get crazy. I want there to be 30,000 people and I can't keep up with anything and we can't do anything because we're so big we can't do anything. That would be the worst.
I like that control. I like that,
And the interactivity, we would lose all that at some point, so we have to manage things like that.
Agreed. I like that.
That's so cool. Okay, so tricky question next. Where do
Oh
you
well, they've all been tricky.
Yeah,
but go
yeah.
on.
Like, there's no softballs, and it's only getting harder.
Oh.
Where do you see your stream within the next year?
Honestly, exactly the same as it is now. Like that's like, you know, people say, you know, I want more subs, I want to hit this follow goal, and that's cool. I love that. But for me, it's just all about playing the games I love with the people I love and just having a good time. You know, as long as I'm enjoying it and having fun, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. I don't want to. I don't want to get a year down the line and, you know, I've started to play games for views or whatever. You know, I just want to keep playing games that I love. You know, playing, you know, Escape from Tarkov, which I know a lot of my community don't really like watching because it's slow, it's energetic or anything like that. But I absolutely adore playing with, you know, Sticky and Reaper and stuff like that. And, you know, that's, you know, I'm never going to stop doing that because some people don't like it. So yeah, just keep playing the games I love with the people I like playing games with, really.
Well, and I feel like there's certain games that, like, people will come back around. Like, when you play Fortnite, all of a sudden your Fortnite crowd shows up. When you play Tarkov, all the boys that like Tarkov show up. I notice that with a lot of games I stream. When I play Resident Evil, like, all those Resident Evil guys and girls, they show up and they're like, "Oh, you're playing Resident Evil? It's about time. It's been like a year," you know, like. So
it's just Twitch, man. You know,
don't be afraid to alienate a little bit. I mean, do what you love, and people eventually, you know, I feel like one of the big goals is, like, they should fall in love with the entertainer. You're the entertainer. If they fall in love with you, they don't care what you're playing.
Agreed. I think people are scared to take that risk. You know?
That's a big risk. Yeah.
You know, if you've been playing Fortnite for 6 months and you've got 50 average viewers, and, you know, you go to play PUBG, you're going out to 20 average viewers.
Yeah.
You know, them 20 average viewers, you've started with them 20. You're going to increase with the PUBG, and there's a Tarkov streamer called Deadly Slug, which actually, you know, he did like a little podcast thing, and he was talking about it. You know, you've got to take risks, and, you know, if you leave a game for another game, but you bring 50 people, that's 50 extra people that you're gonna, you know, introduce to that game and help you grow with that. It's a really good podcast.
That's solid. That's a really good idea. Mark says we got a bunch of ideas. We sure do. And we're always asking for more. We always want suggestions. We always want to know, are we doing things right? Are there certain things that you've thought of, like a brilliant idea that you think, oh my gosh, we could totally pull this off, you know? Things like that.
I think we're all heading in the right direction with it.
I think we're all growing. I mean, I'm looking at everybody and I'm watching their streams and seeing growth, and I'm seeing people show up in other people's streams within the group, and so that's what I want to see. That puts a big smile on my face when I see someone when I see like Zen all of a sudden in like El Taco's channel or something, like somebody from California, like way across the other side of the world, couldn't be further away, and like just one thing unites two streamers or something. You're just like, oh, let me check this guy out. It just feels like you wouldn't normally see someone there, and then you see someone there, and you're like, oh, great. Hey, I like that. Let's see. We get some more questions.
I love Twitch, you know.
Dude, Twitch has been amazing for us.
Interaction with, you know, people that you wouldn't normally interact with.
Yeah. Like, I probably wouldn't have met Jazzy. I don't think I would have ever typed Sims in the Twitch bar to, like, go watch a Sims streamer. I probably wouldn't have done that. But she had started out and she was playing Battlefield 4, and I saw her doing that, and I was like, she's really good. And she would just sit there and drink wine. She didn't talk a whole lot. Like, she would get mad at the game and stuff, and it was fun. But
she loves wine and cats.
She did great. Let's see. Mark says this one's gonna hurt. If you had to pick one of these to do on stream, but you lose the other forever, keep the beard and hair, or be able to sing on stream. Choose wisely.
how many next do I get? How many passes do I get?
You
Like,
would
pass a
literally
question?
have to like shave all of this to be able.
Do I keep this though? Do I keep the chest?
I mean, he didn't say anything about the chest, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I have been compared to the songbird of this generation. You know, my mother did say that. Mother's always right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm gonna take that. So either I think I'd look good bold. I'd look good anything. So I reckon I keep singing. I keep the singing and dancing because that just brings me to a whole nother level. I love it. I don't know why. It just makes me happy, man.
Yeah.
It just makes me happy. I'd lose the beard and the hair to continue to sing and dance.
That's what people fall in love with. Yeah. That's a good one.
Because I just shave my chest and stick it back on my.
Make a wig. Oh,
right,
man.
dude? Yeah, definitely, kid. I've got more than.
Dude, that would be brilliant. Oh, he says everything. Yeah, so it'd be like, I don't think that may not affect your decision. You like singing a lot, right?
Yeah, I do.
So even if you had to go like pure bald everywhere.
Oh, I'd be so itchy because once you shave,
Yeah, you get that.
it gets itchy.
Yeah, that's true. That would be rough.
Hmm.
I'd still love you and rub your head, says Mark. All right. Interesting. Baggers wants to know, who is your greatest and longest sub?
I wonder who. It is Baggers, the lovely Baggers. Love that man.
He had to get a
I
plug.
love that man.
I feel like that question had a motive to it. All right.
It definitely did. He was him and Baggers and Doc were the first like two proper streamers I really connected with. You know, and it was through community, and yeah, I've known them for over a year and a half. They're great guys. They're great streamers. Yeah, just Twitch, man. If it weren't for Twitch.
Tell us about your emotes. Where did those come from? What's the story?
So, one of my viewers, Kesler, made them for me. The hype one was just because I'm just so energetic. The beard is, well, I don't know if you can tell, but you know, I got a beard. And the hot dog was because there's like a challenge here in the UK. And if it's over 10 inches, you get like a free hot dog. So yeah, got free. That's the challenge. Hey, it's a real thing. Definitely a real thing. That's for the hot dog, you know? I don't know why there's a hot dog there. Honestly, he made 3 and that was one of them. Oh no, it's because I wore my hot dog suit. I used to wear my hot dog suit a lot. That was it. That's why. I got it.
There's the hype one right there. Oh, we got the beard and the hot dog. There's Omega
There they
Reaper.
are, baby.
Right
on.
on.
Reaper, baby.
Oscar Luna says, what are the best and worst purchases you've made?
The best purchase would have been my PC. And my worst purchase was probably my plane ticket to Spain for a lad's holiday with my one friend. It was great. we went to Costa Brava. Paid like 800 quid for it. I just split up with my girlfriend at the time. I was like 18 or 19. We got to the hotel, and there was 2 hotels. It was like we got the worst one, obviously. And we walked in. The hotel lobby was nice. You know, very nice. We walked up the stairs, and I'll never forget, there was just a fire extinguisher, like, mounted on the wall. The glass smashed everywhere, and just blood everywhere. Blood on the walls, blood on the floor. We went down to our room. There's a lot of Germans that go to Spain just because it's so close and so cheap, but everyone's screaming and shouting. I walked into my room, started crying. I called my mum and said, I want to come home. Oh, no. Worst purchase of my life. It was horrific.
Oh no.
Absolutely horrific. So yeah, never again.
Well, you got your answer there, Oscar.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh man, that sounds rough. If there was a zombie apocalypse, what is the weapon of choice? Says Hodor.
Silenced assault rifle.
Solid.
You know, quiet. 30-60 round mags. Fast at firing. You know, we Gucci. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Easy. You know, flashlight attached to it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a laser sight if I'm feeling adventurous.
Oh, you got to go in fully geared like Tarkov.
Yeah. Night scope. You know.
You're asking for a
Full
lot
armor,
here.
fast MT.
He wants to go in fully geared. He said one thing. Yeah. What upcoming games are you most looking forward to? Asks Omega Reaper.
Ooh, there's quite a few. So obviously Forsaken's around the but I think we all know that. I'm really looking forward to Red Dead Redemption 2 because I haven't played the first one. I've never played the first one, so I'm really looking forward to that. You know, Anthem. I'm a bit skeptical about Anthem.
Yeah.
Division 2 though. Division 2 is going to be good, but I think my top game that I'm really looking forward to is Metro Exodus.
Ooh.
That looks really good. I played the other two and they were fun. It has that sort of horror element, but not too scary to scare me off. And I was watching one of the gameplay demo trailers or whatever it first got announced, and the way the character was walking, gun movement, made me feel like the movement was a little bit on Tarkov, maybe like the way the character walks and the gun sways. But yeah, I think Metro Exodus.
I like that. Yeah.
There's just a lot of games.
We got another question from a relaxed mule. He says, "Would you shave your bread off for charity?"
Not to shave my bread off.
Yeah, a little bit of a typo there.
I mean, if I say no, then I'm gonna look like a dick, obviously. But I would stream my beard off for charity. I think a lot of people do a lot of different things, a lot of hardships, and we have to deal with things that we could only dream of.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to me shaving my beard off that's going to grow back,
yeah,
I don't think it's
not the worst thing.
So, exactly. I think I'd shave it off for charity.
I like that. Yeah, that's probably. Yeah, he's kind of got you in a corner on that question.
Yeah, because if I go, no, I wouldn't, then everyone's going to be like...
I was like, wow, what a dick. Like,
yeah.
All the rest of the questions, all the correct answers, this one, failed.
Yeah, just ruined it.
Failed the test. Play Red Dead on stream before part 2. I don't know if there's time, but, yeah.
I think I might.
You could try it.
I could try it.
If it's available.
I don't want to go in blind.
Yeah, because it would give you a little bit of backstory, yeah, because it's supposedly a prequel. Do you see yourself as a leader or a follower, says Hodor.
I'm the leader, baby. I do what I want, when I want, how I want. And ain't ever, ain't anybody telling me different, I'm a born leader, and everyone will follow me.
I've seen him on Fortnite and all these other games, and he's not following other people around typically.
Maybe, I like, I feel like I'm a natural born leader. I feel like if it was like Walking Dead, I'd be like the main guy. Got my troops going out to do this. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes, we are. You're dead. Let's go. I feel like. What are you doing?
Yeah, I agree with that. What is a game that doesn't have a sequel that you think would deserve a sequel?
That is tough.
Let's think about a game you love. It could be a game that already has like a couple entries, but maybe they haven't had a new entry in a while or something, you know?
If we're going on that, I'd probably say Diablo 3. I want another Diablo. I know they're working on it. I love that game. The loot system was unheard of. But like, I don't know why in my head I was thinking like if we could have a remastered game.
Yeah, sure.
It would definitely have to be Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
Oh,
like
yes.
I need it.
I had great times on that game.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best friends game. Like you would just go to war.
It was great, man. Gandalf, OP, baby. Oh.
Hot. He's a hot boy. Omega Reaper says, talking about The Walking Dead, have you looked into Overkill's The Walking Dead game?
Yes, that actually looks very good. I've actually held off because there was a gameplay trailer that came out.
Yeah, there was.
About a month ago. I've actually held off watching it because I do want to pick it up, but I've never gone into a game blind. I feel like I want that game blind. You know, I don't really want to watch anything on it. I just want to, because I feel like, you know, with all like Forsaken, you know, I kind of wish I didn't watch anything on it. You know, but because it's a Destiny game and I know how good the trailers are, I couldn't resist.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta take a glimpse at least.
Yeah.
I've tried to avoid as much story stuff as I can on that one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know the big thing, but yeah, I don't want to know more. Like how.
Yeah, man, I can't believe Zavala, man.
Yeah.
Zavala and Akora are married and have 3 kids.
Oof.
Crazy.
Oof.
Crazy.
They're gonna be bald, those kids, you know.
They are bald. Like
genetics.
Will they shampoo? Like that's a legit question. Like.
I mean, would you? I mean, I feel like you would still have to wash your head. Like, I feel like that skin is still gonna absorb like oils and dirt.
Well, I feel like you just condition.
Yeah. Okay.
Like no shampoo, just condition. It's a tough one. We'll have to ask someone. Do we know someone that? I mean, we'll
I don't
find
know anybody that's bald really that could just go at, or someone that shaves their head. Yeah, it's a lot of questions.
That is a good question.
Loco Lobo, welcome to the stream. Everybody, welcome. Thank you for your support, for all the hosts, follows, all that kind of stuff. If you do follow the stream, this is a weekly podcast, so every Sunday we try to have a different guest on the show that is within the community, and we interview them, and then we sort of let them have the weekly spotlight, which means all of our streamers unite, and we try to support that one person for the week. So Zen is going to be the person that we support Sunday through Saturday of this week. Try to make it by his stream, say hello, you know, give him a follow, find out if he's a really cool guy that you might enjoy, you know, watch the podcast, figure out if he's, you know, listen to how he answers all these really tricky questions. And, you know, try to support him as much as you can, even on Twitter, Twitch, everywhere. Try to give him a real boost this week, you know?
Appreciate it, baby.
Because you might just find someone that you'll just love, and you'll be like, how was I watching Twitch without watching this guy, you know?
I love that.
Because it's definitely not the same place. Mark says, I just use shower gel when I had a shaved head. I can't say words.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. I didn't see that one coming, but I see that. Yeah, keep it smelling nice.
Thanks for hanging out with us, Lewis. Taking off. I've thought about shaving my head, but I can't do it.
I've thought about it a few times, keeping the beard and shaving my head, just see what it looked like. But yeah,
I'd like to know what it would look like, but I think since I'm so skinny, I would look like the people would be like, oh my god, he got cancer. Like I probably wouldn't look cool. Like I wanted to be like Vin Diesel or like Hitman or something. I thought I'd look cool, but it probably wouldn't work. You gotta have a nice shaped head too, to be bald.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've never seen underneath it. Like I don't know. Like let's see if we can do like. I look cool. I just look. I got a big head.
I don't know.
I got too much of a chubby face, you know. for it to work.
Mark says I'm gonna have to at one point. Omega Reaper says I feel you.
Feel you, boy.
For sure. Holy crap. So what are some games other than what's coming out recently, like immediately on the horizon? What's something like far away that you think you'd really be excited for, or maybe even a game that doesn't exist yet?
Like, this is gonna sound weird, but Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
that's
you know
valid.
it's you know it's in beta right now, and it's it's not supposed to release until end of 2019, and I think when that game fully releases with all the maps and things they've got planned for it, I think it is going to be one of the biggest games. I think it's going to be, and it's not for the casual gamer. It's very intense. One of the steepest learning curves I have come across.
Yeah, I agree.
You've got to do a bit of homework on it. You really have, or be as lucky as I am, and have friends that played it and sort of guided me through, very heavily guided me through, and still do to this day. But I think that once that game fully comes out, I think it is, it's all I want to play. It's all I want to play now.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be great.
That's something I'd like to see develop too, because it's going to be a smash hit. Like, it's already amazing.
Yeah.
And not many games run so well in beta, I feel.
There is a few problems with a bit desync and lag here, but I think it's smooth.
For a bunch of guys in Russia,
stuff.
Making a game, like, they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, the amount of things, like little items that are in it, is just...
There's so much to it, and I think from the marketing angle, how they sell those Edge of Darkness editions so quickly, that's you may hate them for it, but it's a stroke of genius, like, to do it that way, because you really just find out you can't play the game without having the full storage and everything, because once you get good, it just fills up. Like, my vault has never filled up like yours. Because you just got piles and piles of guns and armor, and you got backpacks in a backpack in a backpack in a backpack full of guns and ammo. And I just I would just lose all my loot in a raid. I go in fully geared and get shot in the head.
Yeah, that's just one tap.
That's Tarkov.
That's Tarkov giveth, Tarkov taketh.
It does, yes, absolutely. So maybe that'll get me to cool my jets on the anger stuff. Let's see. Question: what do you look for in a streamer for you to enjoy that stream?
Just someone I could just honestly. I'm a lurker. I am a lurker. Sometimes I don't even say hello in a chat because I just like and that sounds really rude, but I just like when I'm playing a game, I just like to have a tab open, or it depends on who's streaming. I have a couple tabs open and just maybe mute one and listen to the other, just talk about the game, and just having someone in the background. That's what I love about streams. I'm not probably, I wouldn't say I'm not as interactive as I should be, because you got to enjoy Twitch how you enjoy Twitch, but I think a lot of people would expect me to really like energetic streams, whereas as I said before, if I was a viewer of my own stream, I would not watch me, because that's not what I like to watch. I like to just people play a game and talk in the background and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, just someone that's, as I said, Doc Holland. I keep bringing his name up. One of my favourite streamers. He's a lot like a streamer called Carnage, which I'm sure plenty of people have heard of. Just sits back and just plays the game. Not too much going on, and focuses on the game, really.
I like that. Let's see. That was a question from Mark. Mark has another one. If you could only drink one fizzy drink and eat one ice lolly, what would they be?
Well, ice lolly's got to be a fruit pastel. I mean, if you ain't eating them, what are you doing? Like what are you doing? I don't know. And you come at me with those Mars bar ice creams, no. No, fruit pastel lollies. And if I could choose any fizzy drink, it would probably be Fanta fruit twist.
Okay.
Fanta fruit twist.
That's the easiest question you've had all day, I think.
It probably is, yeah. But, like these questions are tough, man. Like.
Oh my god. Not even a twister. Wow.
That'd be my second choice. I do like a good twister. I do like a good twister.
Could you tell us something maybe about the UK that we don't already know, maybe?
I'm actually a massive phenomenon here in the UK. Everywhere you go, there's just like statues of me. You know,
I didn't know that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Manchester, everywhere, dude. It's crazy. It's mental.
You just can't get out of the house, can you? Because everyone just idolizes you. They're like, oh my god, you're the guy from the statue. You're the Fortnite world champion. Oh my god, WCWB.
Exactly.
Is that ZenyxGaming?
Okay, a good thing that not everyone in England enjoys drinking tea and eating.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought I had you pegged on the crumpets and.
Yeah, no, I'm not really a big crumpet. You know.
Mark was like, "What are crumpets?" I'm like, "You don't know? Like, you're from there. That's like all you guys eat, right?"
Yeah. Wow.
Well, the American stereotype is that we deep fry everything, like absolutely everything, like even donuts, like steak, just throw it in the deep fryer. Like, I was like, "Are you guys crazy?" But
potato chips and waffles, baby. Potato chips and waffles.
It's kind of true, yeah. A lot of it's true, but maybe not.
Man, if I went to America, I would just eat everything. Man vs. Food is like one of my favorite shows. Oh. You heard of that?
Yeah,
dude. Man, he's so lucky.
You get fat around here.
Oh, baby.
That's why we're leading the obesity numbers in the world.
Hey, man,
it's all about eating here.
Pump out the food and they will come.
What changes to Fortnite would you make if you could?
I would love Fortnite to go back to the early stage. You know, I would love to see a non-build mode as well, or even not a non-build mode, but a mode where you could maybe only build walls or something like that, or only too high instead of having these massive barrels. Because all Fortnite is now, for me anyway, like I'm lucky because I can build quite good and I've got good reactive systems, but. To win at Fortnite now, who can build better? It's not about the gunplay. It's just who can build the highest, the quickest, to get that advantage point. And I mean, every game you've got to have that advantage. I get that, but you know, and it's not Fortnite's fault. It's just people have got better at the game, and you move with them better. But I would love to see Fortnite implement where you know it's you know, you can only build too high and only build, you know, you can build whatever but only too high, for example. So, you know, it's not crazy. It gives other people a chance.
I feel like more game modes is really good, and that's kind of what you're asking for. Is just like a return to the basics.
I mean, they obviously they are quite good at bringing different game modes for limited times, but I would love to see like, you know, like a nice ranking, you know, quick play, competitive, you know. I'd love to see them.
Dedicated servers, says Marcus. That's a good dream, yeah. They definitely got the money for it. I'll tell you that.
I didn't know they didn't have dedicated servers. I thought they would have, considering the size of the game.
Yeah. And I like what they're doing with the whole seasons, and they're kind of trying to, like, the map is, like, changing, and that's kind of interesting.
I like that, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
The reason I like it is because the new edition it's great, but
the rifts kind of got weird, and the jumping, and the...
But I think they're just really kind of, I don't know if they're being a bit lazy, because it could bring out a new map, you know?
Yeah, like a whole new map.
I mean, how long has it been out now? Like, nearly 2 years? Is that how long it's been out?
Yeah, and they're just, like, adding little chunks on.
You know? I know PUBG has had its callings and that sort of thing. But at least they're adding new maps and stuff like that.
True.
But yeah, I feel like Fortnite could do with another map. I think that would
nice.
bring a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I like the cube thing that's happening now and stuff like that. Yeah.
They're just trying to be really different
Yes.
than other battle royales. Trying to mix it up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mark. If we hugged, how long would it last?
It takes me usually 7 to 10 minutes. That's on a bad day, so I'm just giving you, anything else is bonus, really.
Now, if we hug, is that different? Do I get a different kind of hug?
That'd be about from 9 to 11 seconds.
Oof. Yeah, that'd be it'd get pretty hot pretty quick.
Yeah, it would be stuffy and misty and sweaty. Oh, staining. Oh, don't. Oof.
Hodor
Maybe.
says I give bear hugs. Oof. Awesome.
Bear hugs, fam.
Right on, man. Any other thoughts or anything you want to talk about?
We have covered a lot.
A lot.
Really, we've gone into questions. I've got a moth in my room that is absolutely fantastic. We've delved into questions which have led into other questions, and we've had some great conversations, especially about where the company's heading and ideas are working behind the scenes, stuff like that, which I think is great. We've got a really, really good discussion. Again, as I said, I want to thank you and Mark for obviously community and grinding it like you do. It's super cool to see and all the, but we've met. Super grateful, and I'm sure everyone else is. So yeah, thank you very much for having me. The podcast, super cool.
It's been really cool to get to know you even more. So it's been a real treat for me, and I'm sure everyone else is pretty excited now. When are you streaming next?
I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to get home from work in about a couple of hours of Destiny, and then I've actually ordered a new CPU core for Tuesday. So as soon as I get that installed, we'll be live with Destiny, obviously until the update. And then, but if my CPU cooler doesn't come, then I'll be live at 6 when Forsaken comes out, and then I'll be live every day for that week.
Dude, that's
grinding that Forsaken, baby.
So you're really gonna be on pretty heavily this week then?
I am, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
So
I'm like off Tuesday and Wednesday, off Thursday and Friday off, so one day and one day off.
Oh wow.
It's gonna be like an all-day stream, then a couple of hours on a night, then an all-day stream.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be good.
This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a great week, guys. Well, guys, you can check out ZenyxGaming, twitch.tv/ZenyxGaming. There's a link right there. There's the emotes all over the screen. Amazing. I'd like to thank Zenyx for coming out today and for scheduling this. I know that's kind of difficult. We are 6 hours apart.
So
you're
crazy,
6 hours
man.
in the future, dude. But I think this was well worth it. And it seems like it's a really good time of day to have a show. So this will definitely help with some of the UK interviews, because I think
definitely.
think we won't stop there, will we?
No. But yeah, man, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, guys.
It's been a lot of fun.
Dude, it's been incredible, and I hope we can get some games in soon. It's been far too long.
Man, as I said, man, you need to start working on that wrist action and sell a couple of consoles and buy Mark a PC.
Yeah, give him a PC.
We all weren't joking,
Yeah, obviously.
We weren't joking.
it's a bit of a thing now.
Right?
Oh, man. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the support. Don't forget to follow if you want to catch our next episode next week on Sunday. Stay tuned to our Twitter for shout-outs and for announcements on when any community events and other stuff are happening. I'd like to try to get something going this week, so let me see if we can discuss some things within the group and within the leadership and figure out some things that we can do together. That would be a lot of fun. But anyway, guys, stay cool. Thank you for watching. And Zen, last words.
Thank you very much for coming along and getting to know me. Thank you to yourself, dude, for hosting and having me on and doing the weekly podcast. They're really amazing. So, GG to you, Aaron.
Thank you.
GG to you.
Well, that's it for us, guys. Thank you, and have a good night.